Hello, hi, how are you guys doing today? My name is Anima and today we've got a post-commentated Pokemon ORAS Wi-Fi battle for you, this time against Smarty, Abra. Your Twitter link will be in the description down below. There will be a question of the day at the end of this video, folks. I'll remind you that the like button is a thing that exists. What you do about this little nugget of information is completely up to you after watching the video, of course, or you could be a complete and utter rebel and give that little like button a tickle right now. And honestly, I would like that. I really would. I really would. I've been doing spooky, weird intros lately, and some of you have been actually, although the vast majority of you have been like, yeah, this is great. A few of you are like, Anima, you're actually scaring me. Am I actually scaring you, or are you, like, joking? Because I can't fully tell. I don't want to actually scare people. Are you joking? Do you want the intros to stop? Do you? Do you? I'm genuinely curious. Anyway, they're probably not going to stop, just letting you know, because too many people enjoy them. But yeah, no, so we do have a match against Smarty. This is in the OU tier. This is a rain team that I put together. I just fancied using Mega Swampert for a little bit, so I kind of put it together, you know, check some things from my boxes into a team. I thought I had a defensive Politoed, but I actually have an offensive one. And it has like Focus Blast and Psychic and Ice Beam and stuff, and it's very scary. But yeah, it kind of helped me in this battle. So we've got a kind of pretty nice looking rain team, I think. But Smarty has brought so much bulk; it's absolutely horrifying. And you know that I don't deal very patiently well with bulk, but we'll have to see how this battle played out. Smarty is a good player. And yeah, if you enjoy his performance after watching this video, I suggest you go and check him out. So, begin! Smarty's issuing the challenge! Whoop, 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 whoop. We're going to lead with Biggie to get the rain up. As obvious as it was, I thought he would lead with Poker Face, and I knew that, expecting my Politoed, and I knew that I could take it out with 2 Focus Blasts. Now, I remembered this thing from the last time I battled him, so I thought it might have like Leech Seed and Protect and all that stuff. But obviously you can't be completely sure because it might be a different one with the same name. Who even knows? But he does go for the Leech Seed and catches Biggie. Poor Biggie! She's just kind of giving it a shot right now. But our Focus Blast did connect and it did over half, which is amazing. Yeah, it is pretty cool. So I honestly expected him to Protect here because I thought after Protect and Leftovers he'd be able to live another iteration, another Focus Blast, while I would be whittled away. But he actually makes the play and goes for a Leech Seed again on the switch, which is very interesting. But I still don't think I could have taken it out anyway, even if I'd gone for Focus Blast. But it would have been the better play to stay in. But you know, I don't know. He just made a good play basically. So he's going to go for the spikes now. And Biggie's back in, and I'm just going to Focus Blast. I really want to get rid of this thing because I do remember this thing from before just being a hassle to take down, because he likes to go for Leech Seed, Protect, and stuff like that, and likes to, you know, get the lefties and whatnot, and it's very hard to kill, and it benefits from my rain too, so it's like, but out comes Sailor Moon as I do go for that Focus Blast. We do manage to make contact. Politoed summoning this Kamehameha thing is just funny to see, and we're lucky enough to get the special defense drop, which is absolutely super. This is going to motivate me to stay in and go for the Scald. It's going to do so much damage. I've never seen a non-super effective hit do so much damage to Clefable. That was a special hit. I just don't see it. Anyway, he overpredicts and goes for the Flamethrower here. And we're going to go for the second Scald and take it out. So we managed to dispatch the Clefable quite nicely. The Spadef drop was definitely very important for that. So out comes Mr. Smarts. And this thing is a huge problem. It's a huge problem because it is, in fact, the Mega. And the fact that it's the Mega means it has Swift Swim, which kind of defeats my whole team. Just because it can trace the Swift Swim and then it can just body everybody, so it's like, yay! But he does go for the Energy Ball. I'm able to switch into Blister to take that hit very nicely. He doesn't want to lose his Alakazam because it's the one thing that truly stops my team from destroying his. But I do predict the switch, so we do go for the U-turn, and out comes Woof, again, very bulky Landorus. And we're going to find out for sure that it's bulky, because after Biggie comes out and we get hit by the spikes and the rain and all that stuff, we are going to see the leftovers. So at this point I was like, I'm just going to be able to get off a free Scald. Biggie is doing a surprising amount of work right now, like actually offensively, which I didn't expect. We're able to take the EQ because, like I said, it is defensive. I think if it was fully offensive, we wouldn't have been able to take that, I think, but I'm not completely sure. So, out comes Mr. Smarts, who's going to trace my Drizzle. I know that I can live one more iteration of Spike, so I am going to switch out, yay, and go into Blister to take the everything. And, yeah, because Blister's just a beast. We're going to take the Shadow Ball. It was a good play for him to go for that instead of anything else, because it would have killed my Politoed, and my Caesar doesn't resist it. So I do go for the Aerial Ace because my logic here, bear with me. I was thinking I was thinking that it would be able to hit the Ferrothorn neutrally, and the Heatran only resists it by half. I probably should have just gone for like U-turn or something. Anyway, should have just gone for like Bug Bite or something. So I'm gonna go into Biggie once again to try and get off another Focus Blast and destroy the whole entire world, the Ferrothorn's whole entire life. But out comes Freak Show to be immune to the Focus Blast. I'm gonna go for the Scald here. And, I mean, to be honest, I really just wanted to kill that Ferrothorn. I really did, because it stopped my Mega Swampert. And that was the thing that could really, really kill everything, you know? So, we're going to go for the Scald. Unfortunately, I do believe we got a lower roll that time. And we're not going to be able to take out the Freak Show, who did manage to miss a Will-O-Wisp. So, that was pretty nice. We did manage to get a good amount of damage on that. We're going to go into Gekigami now. And exert some pointless pressure, as my opponent is going to withdraw Freak Show, preserving that priority burn. I really was hoping that he wasn't going to recover stall me. I really was hoping that he wouldn't do that. So we go for the T-Bolt, as out comes George to resist that. I mean, not resist, to take that. And George didn't really take that well, so I'm not completely sure what kind of Heatran this is. But I do expect the Earth Power, so I am going to go into Finley, who isn't going to take that very well, but took it regardless. So at this point I was really trying to think that Alakazam at any time can come in and trace my Swift Swim, so I've got to preserve my Gekigami, my Raikou, who has the Assault Vest for taking on the Alakazam, and I've got to preserve my Jirachi at full health because I know I can take one Shadow Ball from it and paralyze it maybe. So we're going to go for the Hydro Pump. Unfortunately, we did miss our first Hydro Pump, so Freak Show did manage to successfully burn us, but it doesn't really matter that much overall because this thing can just come in and trace my Swift Swim. I know Politoed is dead, but my Jirachi has Rain Dance as well, so it can support, you know, it can get the rain back up if that's the thing. So out comes Gekigami once again with the Assault Vest. I can take any hit. I was really praying that he didn't have Psyshock because I don't think I would be able to live a Psyshock, but I'm not really sure. I could be underestimating Raikou's bulk there. But out comes George as I do go for the Shadow Ball. Should have just gone for T-Bolt, to be honest. I think it would have been fine, but I really just I don't know, I just didn't want to take any chances with the Alakazam, okay? But we do manage to take an Earth Power because of the Assault Vest, and we're going to take out George with T-Ball, which is super, super nice. But yeah, Mr. Smarts is going to come out, and this was kind of like a little ray of sunshine for me, sort of, because he traces my pressure, so I'm going to get taken out by this Psyshock, and he had Psyshock anyway, so I didn't even really know if I would have been able to survive that standoff. But I'm going to go into my Jirachi, and I really thought that he, if he stayed in and gone for Shadow Ball, this would have been super, and I was really hesitant to bring in my Swampert to then take a Shadow Ball and then take a Psyshock afterwards, and it really, really wouldn't have been cool. So, but I don't know, maybe I could have been able to live a combination of those things. I really have no idea. But either way, we're going to paralyze Poker Face for no real reason at all. And I can't touch this thing because my only attack is Iron Head, and I wanted to keep my Jirachi at decent health to be able to take one Shadow Ball from the Alakazam. So here's the Leech Seed, because this Ferrothorn is going to be up to its tricks, up to no good as usual. Goddamn thing. And we are going to get sapped away by the Leech Seed. But yeah, so this thing is here, and I really, really need it dead because my Jirachi can't kill it. And I thought maybe my Jirachi might be able to take on that Alakazam if I get a bit of luck. So I go for the Focus Punch because I am real as hell. And he goes for the Spikes, which means we're going to get an unprotected Focus Punch off, which was amazing. And unfortunately, this doesn't really do enough to kill Ferrothorn because Ferrothorn is very bulky and Focus Punch is unstabbed. So yeah, even Adamant Max Attack, it's not going to take it out because it's Ferrothorn. So here's the Protect, and this, honestly, I just wanted to go for Earthquake because I knew I could take it out from that range anyway. But after the Leech Seed and the Lefties and all this stuff, we're not really gonna be able to take it out with the next EQ. I could have gone for the focus punch here again, but all I'd really seen this thing do was go for spikes, leech seed, and protect. I didn't know if it had power whip or whatever, or I don't know. And honestly, me going for the focus punch at first was kind of slightly banking on possible power hacks, possible spikes. So, but either way, we are going to be able to take it out with the next EQ. And yeah, that's a thing that happened. But out comes Mr. Smarts, who's going to trace my Swift Swim and go for the energy ball, and that is going to just destroy Sid, completely and utterly destroy poor Sid, who didn't really get a chance to shine in this. But we are going to go into Jirachi, and I really wasn't sure if I could take a Shadow Ball, but I can. I really can. I go for the T-Wave, and I thought, if I can kill this thing with the Power Flinch, I'm not going to feel good about it, to be honest. But, I mean, it's my only attacking move, so I go for the Iron Head. It actually does over half, but we are going to be taken down by that Shadow Ball, the Alakazam breaking through Paralysis very, very nicely. So that is going to be the game, so thank you so much, Smarty, for the challenge. Like I said, I wouldn't have really felt good about winning because of the flinch, but it's like, it's the only action I could have action that I could have taken at that point anyway. But definitely well played game by my opponent. It was a very enjoyable battle indeed. And yeah, I would like to make some adjustments to this rain team. I want to make like the perfect rain team. I should spend like a whole day on it really, instead of just sort of putting things together. I really should spend more time building teams, but the thing is, I don't have the time. I don't really have the time, so... But yeah, folks, I really do hope you enjoyed today's battle. Today's question of the day is, do you believe in second chances? So, this is just... I don't know. The question popped into my head and I thought people kind of have a different... saliva today. People have a divide about second chances, really, and I think that people do deserve second chances, because ultimately I think that everyone is constantly growing. You're constantly experiencing things. You are constantly learning, or you should be trying to open yourself to learn. You're constantly changing. Everybody is fluid, and you know the expression like a leopard doesn't change its spots, or like a tiger doesn't change its stripes. I think that expression is very, very silly, because that is the opposite of change and of growth. And I think people can change and people do grow, and people are very different. God knows I would have probably strangled the 16 or 15-year-old me. Maybe 14 definitely deserved a strangling. Definitely deserved a massive strangling. Just like, you little scene prick, why are you like this? But yeah, no, I do believe that people deserve a second chance. I think it's very much up to their manner about it, though, because if someone is very, like, expectant, like, oh, come on, just give me a chance, then they probably don't deserve a second chance. I don't know. But anyway, folks, I'd be interested in hearing your opinions. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye!